Hey Virgo, welcome to your reading. Today we'll explore the messages that Spirit has for you in this moment. We'll be uncovering insights and guidance from the cards to light up your path. This is a timeless reading and will find you whenever it's meant to. So let's shuffle the cards and see what comes through. Hey Virgo, so at the very centre of the reading we have the Nine of Stones here. And what I see with this card is that you've been putting in a lot of effort and a lot of work for the future. And there is an element here of feeling like you are sacrificing the now for the future. And this is kind of hard graft, hard grind, Virgo, for you, and sometimes maybe I see that it's hard for you to keep your spirits up because it just feels kind of relentless. This person is planting sort of seedlings here, so there's nothing, and it can feel like maybe that there's nothing sort of positive in a way that's going on for you now. Like in the now, it just feels like hard work, and it's like I say, it's like a sacrifice for the future. So it's kind of ultimately a very positive thing that you're doing, but it's also has this element of pain really, and sort of a sadness and a dissatisfaction with the now, but you are still very determined to build for your future. There's maybe other people involved as well, like if you've got dependents, it could literally be children if you're a parent, or family of other kinds, so whatever your situation is. So there is that added kind of responsibility of having to work and keep everything going and plan for the future for others as well, so maybe not just your own future. So what we've got crossing it is the Exemplar of Pipes, and this actually feels almost like the flip side of this person, of your personality in some ways, Virgo. This person who is very creative, who is very unique, who is very passionate, and this person has kind of reached a point where of wisdom and sage-like status in some ways, just how that she is sitting here and has lived through so much that she wouldn't want to be starting again or kind of doing this really. So maybe you feel quite torn in that, and there's a part of you that doesn't really want to be doing what you have to at the minute, and that is kind of wants to just be more free, wants to do their own thing, wants to go deeper into the creative side of things, our passions, things that we enjoy. And it's just kind of in that kind, wants to have that kind of life more, that is more free and easy and creative is what I'm seeing. Now, what's grounding this reading and kind of driving you and this reading is this Peacemaker card. And I feel like that you have something very much to offer other people, specifically like on a larger scale than like obviously family, friends, but beyond that really. Some of you, so it could be that you're actually a teacher and that's sort of part of your journey, but it could be that you have a skill that you can share with others. It could be a spiritual path of that you have something to say, to share your story, which would be meaningful to other people as well. But we see you in a position of being able to heal others in some ways through sharing your skill, sharing your story, Virgo. So that's really powerful, and we'll see how this ties into this journey. Because what we've got crowning it is the Six of Stones, which is traditionally, this card's about reciprocity, so about creating balance with give and take, which makes sense really about you trying to balance maybe these two parts of yourself, Virgo, and feeling torn. This peacemaker energy feels more in line with the exemplar of Pipes, as in you being able to do something quite unique and share your skill set maybe in the spiritual field, I'm sort of hearing. But this Six of Stones, which is Crown, is about, I believe what it brings with the message is that trying to strike that balance of having both, and maybe reminding yourself that it is possible to have some kind of balance. Maybe, you know, you can't be this person 100% of the time, but because you can't, it's about not ruling out that you can't be that some of the time, and try and carve out somewhere in your life, Virgo, where you can express yourself more and get away maybe from the daily grind of responsibilities, and for just you, it's not healthy or happy for anyone to like just sacrifice too much in the now for the future. So the Six of Stones, let's say balance, reciprocity, to think about, is there a way of being this other side of yourself more that you can carve out? Maybe you're already attempting to do that, Virgo, and Spirit is encouraging you to do that. But for those that are not, maybe who are just feeling very stuck and have given up maybe on this side of themselves, maybe it's okay to, if you can, to try to work towards even and think about a way that you could express this other side of yourself. Because in the past we had this major arcana, the Star, and this is about a wish fulfillment. And this is about, we see ancestors here in this card, the grandfathers, who are the sages, the wisdom of the past, guiding you to your spiritual path, essentially your soul path whilst you're here on this earth. So it looks like, because this is in the past position, Virgo, that you have made some connection with what that soul path looks like to you, and maybe you've had to put that aside. But the fact that you know what that is and have some insight into what your soul path is amazing in itself, and that you've connected to that. Because what that means is that if you can carve out some time, I know it's extremely difficult with all the burdens that we in modern day live in, and that we have to do, having the time and energy can be incredibly difficult. But having an understanding and knowledge of what it is that we would do to fulfill our soul's path is the biggest step, is half the battle. Knowing what, you know, there are many people who are trying and struggling to know even where to begin on their path. So understanding, knowing what it would mean to do to step down that road again is an amazing thing to have. And so Spirit is, I'm hearing, is waiting for you, is waiting for that, for you to follow this star, to follow your soul path. Because in the near future we have this beautiful Empress card, which is you in that energy, in that divine feminine, nurturing this soul path skill, this peacemaker skill that you have, like your power, really, Virgo, is what I'm seeing. Your reason for, part of your reason for being on this earth, and maybe the healing skills that you have and what you have to offer others. And this is the Empress embodies, she has a universe inside of her, and she is, again, it's like a mother here, but the Empress is nurturing energy, and a bounty as well is about you feeling fulfilled and having that feeling, being in emotions and feelings of abundance, where obviously in here this is very kind of lack energy, where this Empress is fulfilled. So not only are you helping others, but you're also fulfilling yourself in the process. We have the Magician card in the advice position. This is encouraging you to say that you draw on the resources that you have to help you get here. We see this, if there's anyone who you can lean on, even like a support system of friends or family, if it's possible to reach out to them. But it's also about a spiritual connection as being a resource. And it's also, this card, the Magician, is a card about manifestation. So it's about, I feel like through leaning into this energy more, this creative energy and this Empress side of yourself, will also help you in your manifestations, Virgo, and become more powerful in that. So that's huge. And that's the skill maybe that you've been working on to master for some time. And this will, I'm hearing and feeling like, will shift you much deeper into this kind of energy, because you will open that channel where you are able to manifest hopes and dreams into a reality, because you're essentially being a much more abundant frame of mind, and your heart will be open. You'll be much more open as a channel, and you'll be able to, like I say, see much better results in a way from your manifestations. Externally, so this is people and things around you that are affecting the situation. We have the 9 of Arrows. And with that, there's a kind of an element of chaos with this card that others around you are maybe experiencing. Maybe they have a chaos inside of them. Maybe they bring chaotic energy and have chaos outside of themselves as well. They're others around you, so this may be a specific person or that will resonate with you, but I feel like they don't know what to do. They feel quite lost. They are having a shot in the dark. They are blindfolded, so they don't see something. Maybe they don't see the chaos that they are in. They don't see the chaos that they bring. And they are kind of, in a way, because they are not able to see, but they are having to take action or need to, or are taking action, which is a positive thing in some ways, in the sense that they are still prepared to show up. They haven't given up, but they are just firing shots, kind of hoping something will stick, is what I'm hearing. So makes sense, that's quite a specific message, Virgo. I'm just going to pull one more card for some clarity, but that could be a partner, it could be a family member, it could be work. So whatever resonates, that when I say kind of chaos, I suppose, like, who comes to mind when you would think of that? It's almost like the intent, there is no ill will, but it's also affecting you. I don't feel like it's going to create any kind of long-term damage, but I feel like Spirit is just kind of clarifying where this person is at. Maybe sometimes you feel attacked by them and feel like that it's intentional, and I don't actually feel like it is. It may be careless is the word, but they are lost and just trying to do what they think is best. Yeah, so this is like the energy that you need to bring to kind of counteract what they're doing. The Apprentice of Stones, so this is earth energy, which obviously you are earth sign, Virgo. This is what you're good at. You are good at being practical, you are good at staying grounded, you are good at in some ways, like, this person has their eyes closed, and I feel like it's you're holding the situation. So there's quite a lot of effort and energy involved in doing that. We see this circle replicated. So you're trying to be mindful as well of how much that you can control this chaos, but you are actually controlling this chaos, maybe more than that you think you are, or for some of you might be fully aware that you are controlling the chaos. It takes a lot of effort, so be mindful with how much energy and effort that you do put in, but maybe it's beneficial to you as well to hold this chaos, because if you let go, then it could worsen the situation, is what I'm hearing. But this person has closed their eyes also, so they're focusing, they're having to go in order to, basically you're having to go in order to deal with this and deal with this kind of energy and to hold it. So continue to do that if you're not already doing that, Virgo, or if you aren't, that is what Spirit is saying, to adopt that kind of attitude and approach of holding the situation, going within to ground yourself as much as you can and just give what you're able to without exerting yourself and overextending yourself. Because your hopes and dreams is this Apprentice of Pipes energy, which I feel like it's like you're prepared. This person is sort of stood in a very difficult position and they are mastering a skill. They are mastering this position that they find themselves in. And it's a tricky position as well, but in some ways, Virgo, that doesn't seem to bother you too much. I feel like Virgos can like put up with a lot really without complaining. Because you kind of understand like what, it's a bit like mastering yoga or mastering Pilates. It's like, it's painful at the time, but the payoff and the results are life-changing. And I feel like that this is the same with this position, with this situation, circumstance that you're in. It's almost echoing back to this, but this feels a bit, the Nine of Stones energy feels unbalanced in the sense of all hard work and all uncomfortable. Where we see this Apprentice of Pipes, it's like that you're okay with the situation, your hopes and dreams, you're okay with dealing with the bumps in the road and the difficulties, just as long as you get the payoff really, as long as you get this expansion, this growth, this mastering of this skill, then you're happy to continue with this. And then right above that we have the Apprentice of Arrows, and this is in the likely outcome position. And I feel like that you, and this could be your higher self, Virgo, or it could be someone who you feel very connected to on this journey, who is part of this path and part of this success that you want to achieve, like what the goal is, like you're in it together is what I'm hearing. This is the goal here. And this again, we see this kind of angel energy appearing here. And it's not so much about, it's almost like you've gone beyond, Virgo, just material goals or 3D kind of goals. This feels quite spiritual in soul path kind of energy that we've spoke about throughout. This is about karmic paths. This is a spiritual journey really, and that's the goal, that's the likely outcome as well. So Spirit is in saying that through balancing this energy of being more, carving out this space of creativity and things that you love and committing to your soul path essentially, that you will get back what you put in. You will continue to reach those milestones. You will go further and further and deeper into your soul path, Virgo, if you can keep going with what you've started really. So it's quite a big message really today that has come through, and it's really, like I say, about a soul path and committing to your soul path and beginning to go deeper and deeper into that road, and the rewards and benefits ultimately that will come from that. And things will become easier, you know, if you can create this more balance just with manifestations and things like that. And I just see more fulfillment for you to continue with this thing that you've started, and not just live for the future, but try to live for the now as well, and express this other side of yourself which maybe has been suffocated or been squashed down because of obligations and responsibilities for too long. And by freeing yourself up, this will get you back where you need to be, Virgo. So I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. Leave any comments in the section down below, and subscribe for all future readings. But wishing you all the best with this situation, Virgo. Love and light.